Today on DNVR Buffs Live, the Colorado Athletic Department is listening to us. They're listening to you. We have a big announcement and one disclaimer for this show. Friday vibes only. Let's get it. Let's go!
Hell yeah, man. Last day of the offseason. Welcome into the Toyota Lounge, room by your Front Range Toyota Stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. This is it. We made it.
We made it, baby.
Congratulations, everyone. It's been a long summer. It's been a fun summer, but I miss football greatly.
I miss football. I miss Folsom. I miss the people. I miss everything that comes along with the fall in Colorado. And I can't wait to be up there next Friday. This is the last Friday.
Yeah.
Before we are in Folsom Field.
A week from right now, we're like tailgating.
God, man. Speaking of, we're changing up the tailgates this year because just like the University of Colorado Athletic Department is listening to you, we are listening to you as well. And you guys didn't even really have to say anything, but we knew every time we had our tailgate on Benson up on campus right next to the stadium, it popped off at a different level. Mm-hmm. So we figured, why not do them all there? And so that means that we are doing a tailgate for every game on Benson Field. And the best part is it is free for you guys to come. So if you need to look it up, you can find it on our website. You can find it on our socials. But basically, Benson Field is parallel to Folsom Field. Mm-hmm. If you're at Folsom, you walk one block, or not even one block, across the street south, You're at Benson. So we can't wait for that, man. It's so fun seeing everyone up there. I know my friends are excited about it, so I'm sure everyone else is too.
Y'all got to turn up, show up, hang out with us. We'll definitely be out there. What time does this start? 3?
Probably.
Usually about that. 3 hours before the game. We'll be hanging out. It's going to be a fun time, man. I can't wait. We're back.
We're so back. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Definitely. You can RSVP on the site, but yeah, it's free. You can kind of just show up too.
Yeah, the RSVP is helpful to us to know how much beer and stuff we need. So if you can, hit us with an RSVP. Otherwise, we'll see you there.
We ain't hard to find.
Facts.
Game day experience at Folsom in general is just going to be a lot better, it sounds like, this year. Rick George with an announcement today with a variety of changes, including week 1, Georgia Tech game. We're going to have a flyover. And actually, let me check this text message because I think this might be a pretty cool flyover. Never mind.
Okay.
But we're going to have a flyover that game, the Salutes to Service game against Arizona, and more TBD, it says. Yeah. Also, a drone show for the 8 p.m. game against BYU at halftime.
I love it, man. Real quick, answering Jasmine, who says, free, there's no catch. Not at all. The only catch, I guess you could say if there's a catch, is that it won't be catered like it has been in the past. Right. We should have some snacks and things like that to eat. And maybe as the season goes on, we'll have a couple games that are catered by some of our great partners. But that would be the only catch. But there still will be free beer, free drinks for you guys to have. So we're looking forward to that. Okay, back to this. I tweeted this out, but the word that came to my mind when I read all this was proud. I'm proud of the athletic department and proud that it's our athletic department the way that they listened to the fan feedback this offseason.
Yep.
They have worked on everything that we complained about on this show when it comes to the game day experience. And so it's nice. Not that we're the only ones, but I think sometimes we, especially I, try to be like a voice for the fans and what people are talking about, what I see, what I notice around the stadium. And a lot of times we're just aligned in that way. And the game day experience was something that just needed to be taken up a level. You know, we had the pleasure going to every game last year.
Right.
And we saw, as you go around from stadium to stadium, there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in sports right now. And it's certainly a side effect, I think, of our short attention spans. And I think back in, 1995, you just went to a game and you got what you got, and that was it. Now people want to be entertained and dazzled and have stuff being thrown at them throughout the course of the game. And everywhere else we went, they were doing that. Folsom felt like it was a little bit behind in that. So great job by Rick George and the entire team up there at CU to listen and say, okay, what can we do to improve it? Obviously, the drone show was something that people were really impressed about, the places that we saw it. The flyover, I think I'd trade a drone show for a flyover all day.
That's America.
Yes. Yeah, just like football stadium full of people. You get a big jet flying over. It's loud. Everyone goes crazy. That's great. And so I'm excited to see this, and I'm excited to see the stuff that is yet to be announced.
For sure. There's a lot of changes actually coming too. In this release from CU, they're going to be doing some more fan engagement stuff on the video board during breaks during the game. There's going to be new food items, a ton of new food items. You can go check this out, cubuffs.com, to see all the changes. And they actually mentioned new tailgate area at Benson Field, which we will be a part of.
We will be there.
So, yeah, man, shout out to Rick George and everyone at CU. This is going to be awesome. And you want to talk about direct benefits? Game day is already Colorado's best recruiting days on the calendar. Now you're turning that into even bigger show. Like, you're going to impress even more of these players who are coming out, and one which we'll talk about later today. But, yeah, it's the best thing that they have going for them right now is the game day experience. It could be improved for sure, but to see these changes come in this quickly, it's going to be awesome for fans and for everyone.
Kamada, that's a question for Scott, of course, who will have the freakiest performance.
That's Scotty's wheelhouse.
Well, we'll have to say that for Monday.
Yeah. But yeah, so lots to get to on the show today, but exciting stuff for those of us who are going to be in attendance this season. All right. If you saw it yesterday, if you were on Twitter, there was a little scuffle at practice.
Yeah.
Jordan Seaton and Sam Okunlola kind of getting into it. Don't know what happened, but it's that time. They're ready to hit someone else.
Yeah, it's long past that time, honestly. I do not envy these guys having to go at each other all day, every day in practice, and I especially don't envy Sam Okunlola.
Yes.
He has to go at Jordan Seaton all day, every day in practice.
Yep.
And I think we got some added context today, or maybe it was out yesterday, but I saw it today, that they were doing one-on-ones, and Jordan was Jordaning.
Yeah.
And I'd be frustrated too.
Yep.
And so it was interesting from the clip because it must have been something that was said, because it didn't look like it was something that was done.
Right.
And yeah, that's it. So hopefully that's the last little scuffle of camp. Let's start focusing our attention and our anger and our adrenaline at Georgia Tech.
Totally. And it's the iron sharpens iron we've been hearing and talking about all camp. Neely said it. Coaches have said it. They really feel like this is their best team the last 3 years, top to bottom, depth-wise. And it's kind of showing in practice. And, there was a big one the first year, right, that everyone freaked out about, going, no culture at Colorado because of the big fight or whatever. Do you remember that?
Yeah. One fights, we all fight.
Exactly. And everyone took that one to a whole other, whatever they wanted to say.
That was awesome.
It was awesome.
It's one of my favorite Coach Prime quotes.
I mean, and it kind of set the tone for what this era has become where, look, you're going to have to go against each other. It's going to be iron sharpens iron, but no one really understands this team like the people in this building and what we have to go up against every week.
Facts.
But yeah, It's exciting stuff, man. Let's talk.
Did anyone call Jordan a bad teammate or
not yet?
Anything like that? Okay, cool.
I'm sure it's coming though. I'm actually surprised that did not go a little bit more viral, just given what we've seen in the last 2 years.
Colorado's low-key flying under the radar.
They kind of are.
Yeah.
So we did a Big Ten show today on the Draft Pod. We were kind of going through all the conferences. So I've done a lot of reading on all this stuff. And there's been some stuff recently to come out about Colorado. Josh Pate's talking it's a good season for Dion if they show competitiveness. It's we're so far beyond that. Where the expectations and standards are for this team, for the outsiders compared to what they are in the building, I don't think they've ever been more different.
Wow, that's what he said?
Yes.
They're just competitive?
Yeah, he's that'll show progress. This is a 9-win team.
I'll take it, man. Set your expectations as low as you want. You'll just have them blown away.
Yeah. But, someone, Matt H on Twitter, tweeted out a clip today. I mean, you tweeted out the when you watched the K-Salt highlight tape.
Yeah.
And then someone else had a take that they think Caden Salter can be a top 5 quarterback this year in college football. That's on the table.
It is kind of crazy. Again, I've talked about this a million times, but the fact that there was a quarterback competition took away attention from the fact that both of these guys are incredible.
Yes.
And it certainly seems like Caden's going to be out there for the first snap. They haven't announced anything officially yet, which I don't expect them to. But Caden Salter rips, dude. He is sick.
Yeah.
I had to remind myself because when he transferred here, we went back and watched a lot of especially the 2023 games, and it was really impressive and really exciting. But then you just get caught up in the off season, and yesterday I just turned on that video, 20-minute highlight tape, and the dude is just making plays that I had to take myself back and be I was dreaming of quarterbacks like this 5 years ago. I would have turned on a Liberty game in that world, and let's just say Caden Salter is there, and I would have been why can't we get someone like this at Colorado?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? Why can Liberty get this guy and we can't? Well, now we can. And, the dual threat quarterback in college football is such a weapon. And Caden makes throw after throw, whether you just watch the tape or you want to watch the expedited 20-minute highlight of just last year when his weapons were depleted. He makes throw after throw that make you raise your eyebrows and say, this is not just a running quarterback. And I know we've been telling people that forever.
Yep.
But it's a nice reminder to just say, one, absolute cannon, can put the ball all the way down the field. And two, makes epic throws on the run.
Yes, and also another thing that I thought was underrated about his game, the confidence in his arm. He's aggressive with the football, and I think Preston kind of talked about this yesterday in terms of how he's learning has learned over the last few years to really just take the easy stuff, right?
Yep.
But if you watch him the last 2 years at Liberty, last year specifically when they had nothing around him, he is not afraid to make tight window throws, and he's got, as you mentioned, a very strong arm. He can fit those, hole shots downfield in between corners and safeties, all that type of stuff, in between linebackers and zone. It's really impressive to watch. I wrote a film room about him way back in February. Go check that out if you're a diehard, or go watch this highlight video because he is the truth, man. No,
he really is the truth, and I'm so excited to watch him go out there and just make electric plays. I also need to go back. Someone remind me. I need to go back and clip the. You see that video they showed the other day of him throwing the ball across the field?
Yes, bro.
I just need to clip the last part where he goes, "It's a dot, ain't it?" Because I just know I'm gonna need that from him.
Hell yeah! Do you know what that video reminded me of? Do you remember the old fantasy football videos?
Yes.
Because you can't really see the ball after he throws it. Yeah. You could just say, "Yep, Caden threw it all over the flat irons." He's like that.
I love those. I think what was it? Was it Chris Cooley who
bro.
runs through the wall
it's drywall in a house that they're building, and it's they have a jugs machine. They shoot it right at the wall, and he just goes boom right through the wall.
Yeah.
Who else had a sick one? Andre Johnson had a sick one.
Yep.
Who was the receiver that caught the ball with one hand, and then caught the ball another football in between the two footballs? You remember?
Is that not Andre Johnson? Could have been Moss.
Maybe.
That's his era.
Yeah. I think so.
I know. I can picture it so perfectly.
Yes.
You know what my favorite commercial maybe of all time is, and it's pretty niche, so I don't know if you'll remember it.
Okay.
But it was an ESPN commercial, and it had all of the players playing different sports.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the clips, it has Brian Urlacher and Michael Vick playing for the Avs.
What?
And
No.
it is just so sick.
Oh man.
So yeah, like has like I don't remember all of them, but like Lance Armstrong's playing a different sport. Like all of them are playing a different sport, and there's like Brian Urlacher playing for the Avs.
We gotta take a break, but one more. Do you remember the Michael Vick Experience commercial?
Yes, with the
It's like
roller
a ride.
coaster. Yes, dude, that was sick. I thought that was real.
Me too. I was like, where should we go?
Yeah, I
I
wanna
want to
go.
be Mike.
Oh, was it
Yeah, Vic threw it out of the stadium. It might have been Fitz, actually.
Larry Fitz?
Good call. All right, let's take our first break. Oh, man, we're back. It's football season. That means it's time to chill with our friends over at Coors Light. The first day for us of just watching ball, hanging out at the DNVR bars tomorrow.
Yep.
So you can come hang out with us and crush a few Coors Lights. But yeah, come out to the tailgates, come out to the Broncos tailgates, come hit up the DNVR bar, just wherever beer is sold for a Coors Light. It's the beer I grab when it's time to chill. So make the most out of the times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get it delivered straight to your door by visiting CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Cake Mortgage.
Cake.
Do you own an investment property or are you thinking about buying one? Fantastic. Whether you want to purchase, drop your rate, or take a cash out, Cake Mortgage makes it easy. They don't need your tax returns. They don't need your W-2s, and there's no complicated paperwork. All you need is a lease agreement, or you can just use market rent, piece of cake. Get this, even if the property is vacant, or even if you just purchased it, they can help. First-time home buyer, first-time investor, property's rent doesn't cover the mortgage payment, no problem. You can still get the deal done with Cake Mortgage. That's because Cake specializes in loans for investors just like you. So if you've been told no by traditional lenders and you already want to expand your investment portfolio, unlock equity, or just get a better deal, they've got you over at Cake. Call Cake now and they'll help you take the next step. Call 888-EAT-CAKE. That's 888-EAT-CAKE. Again, call 888-EAT-CAKE to get a bigger slice of the American dream. Or you can visit cakehome.com to read their 5-star reviews and get started. Cake Mortgage Corp, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply.
Shout out to the chat. I think it was Chris Chambers.
Yep. Chris Chambers is a great poll by whoever thought of that.
Also, just one more. Do you remember, I think it was an Under Armour commercial of Ray Lewis, and he's just going crazy. He does like the his like
Walkout
pregame
routine, yeah.
But like there's towards the end of the commercial, he's like on the field, and I remember this so vividly. Like, you know how the first down marker is like, it's fake, right? It's like, and he walks up to the first down marker, picks it up, brings it closer to the offense, is like, here you go, like now come and get it, like type of stuff.
Damn.
That one was sick too.
That is fire.
Okay, let's talk recruiting. Unless you have any more old 2000s commercials.
No,
to talk
but
about.
should we do a sports commercials draft at some point?
Yes, for
That would
sure.
be sick.
All right, some recruiting stuff. We talked about Brian Hamilton, the Pitt commit from Tampa, Florida, a few weeks ago. 5'11", 165, 3-star player at a Gaither High School in Tampa. This was in the Steve Wiltfong and I think Sam Spiegelman article about flip targets for Colorado that are on the horizon, right?
Yeah.
Well, now Chris Peak, who covers Pitt for 247, has reported that Brian Hamilton has scheduled an OV to Colorado. He's also considering one to Arizona, but I don't know which game yet, but he has scheduled one to visit this year. So there's your first, or I guess your second one. We already talked about another guy. Can't remember who exactly, but.
Hell yeah. Is Colorado one of the scariest places where your committed player can take a visit?
Mm-hmm. Well, so he spoke about this. He said that he is still 100% Pitt. Yeah.
No, he ain't.
No.
Yeah.
His recruitment has unofficially reopened up.
Try to tell your lady you're 100% committed and take a date with someone else.
Yep.
See how that goes.
So we'll see. This is a multi-sport athlete. Plays track and field as well. Also a basketball. Last year, caught 50 passes for 818 yards and 8 touchdowns. Also, kickoff returner on special teams. He had an OV to actually K-State as well in June, so he's looking around. Stay tuned for more as we move through the season. Okay, so yesterday, it actually came out during the show that it was confirmed that SEC will be moving to a 9-game conference schedule, right? Also, and you mentioned this yesterday, they have to schedule another Power 4 opponent moving forward and out of conference schedule too.
Okay. So they can only have 2 cupcakes on the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they schedule Nebraska.
Right, exactly. Or CSU, which...
No, that's not Power 4.
Oh, that is true, actually. So UCF, I guess we could throw in there too. But with this, actually, the SEC is going to have protected opponents for every team. So you'll play 9 conference games, but 3 of those games will be the same teams that they play every single year. 3 protected opponents in conference.
So Alabama always plays Auburn.
LSU as well. Yep.
Yep.
I don't really know if they have another one.
Probably Tennessee.
You're right, actually.
Those are the 3 teams they call out in the Dixieland Delight fills.
Yep.
Goes F Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too.
So that's what's going to happen. So we'll see if this happens with the Big 12. They're already on a 9-game schedule, though, but things are changing. If the Big 12 made every school have 3 protected opponents every single year, you play 3 conference teams every single year, who would you want it to be? Would you want it to be geographical, the Kansas teams, maybe Iowa State as well? Maybe you get into Utah? Or are you trying to get those historical rivalries back? What are you thinking?
So just existing current Big 12 teams?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that we lost to them last year. I do kind of like the idea of playing the Kansas schools. I don't think I'd want the Arizona schools. Like we played them every year in the Pac-12.
Right.
So I'm kind of over that. I wouldn't mind UCF.
That'd be fun.
That's the opposite of a regional rivalry.
Right. So if you did break it up regionally, it would be the Kansas schools and Iowa State, who geographically would make the most sense, and then you'd group Utah with Utah, BYU with the Arizonas.
So those are all, classic Big 8 teams, which I could roll with. I don't know about Iowa State, but someone in the comments said Texas schools for recruiting. So you go Tech and TCU.
Yeah, Baylor, Houston is an option.
I could get behind like Kansas State, and Texas Tech.
Yeah, I think they should. I think that if the Big 12 does do this, they should go and look at those, whatever's remaining from the Big 8, but also just the old Big 12 too. Try and keep those together. I think the Utah schools and the Arizona schools should just be matched up.
Go away.
Yeah, for sure. Oklahoma State, that's kind of nearby.
Yeah, I rock with that. As long as it's not a Pac-12 team, I'm in.
Right. So, TCU I think would be a lot of fun. Which team would you say? It's been a while, only 1 year in the conference, but which team do you think is the biggest rival candidate in conference right now?
I don't know. Everyone. Every game had a rivalry feel to it last year. Texas Tech was a good one. I liked that. We already ruined UCF's program.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they hate us. There's a couple good ones in there. I will say that the Kansas game didn't really have rivalry aura to me. That's probably because it was at that piece of shit Arrowhead.
Yes.
The Kansas State game did, but that game had more just big time college football vibe than a rivalry game. Baylor.
We'll see after this year, but it feels like Baylor's kind of surging a bit to, be a Big 12 title contender for a while. I do think TCU would be a lot of fun. Obviously, just the first game of the primary and everything that kicked off with that, but I think it's going to be testy again this year. Like, I think that they have a really bad taste in their mouth from what happened the last time they played. And they really kind of want to put Colorado back in their place, per se, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I also loved Fort Worth. Thought that was a great place to visit.
Me too.
Lubbock was cool too in its own ways, but Fort Worth is definitely more of like a fun place to visit.
I mean, we could just go the fun place to visit route.
So you go. I didn't go to UCF. Was it cool?
Well, we dealt with a hurricane, but yes.
Oh, true. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was cool.
Like, would you want to go back to visit?
We didn't really get to do much though. The hurricane changed a lot. Like, we were just hotel game.
Yeah.
Like, there's no time for anything else. So
that's the one place where Arizona State comes back in. If you can get them
100%.
later in the season, that's awesome.
Yes.
Get the warm weather, maybe even bring the golf clubs down. I really like. I'm trying to think of all the places we've gone. Where did I like the surrounding area the best? And TCU is really high up there.
How's Ames? Nothing. No.
I mean, it's a college town, so it has that going for it.
It's like more Lawrence, Kansas.
But like, I like Lawrence, Kansas.
Right.
So like Ames is it's in that thing where it's like there's nothing going on here except for like a couple famous bars, a couple famous restaurants, and a bunch of drunk people.
Yep. Just one more question though. Then, if the Big 12 implements this P4 schedule out of conference thing, it's Nebraska, right?
Nebraska. Yep. And CSU can just get fucked.
Well, of course.
Like, just that rivalry's over. We won 7 in a row to end the thing.
Yeah.
We play Nebraska every year. See you later.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe get Oklahoma or someone on there every now and then too.
Air Force. No.
Yeah.
You should know better.
Yeah, you should know more than anyone.
Yeah, sign me up for Nebraska every year. I wish we could do the thing though where that other schools randomly get to do, where they play it at the end of the year.
Right. Yeah.
It would be weird to play an out of conference game then, but like
Georgia does it. South Carolina, Clemson do it. There has to be more. I mean, Texas A&M didn't do it when they stopped. There's got to be more though. I mean, West Virginia Pitt is being revived. That's in the out-of-conference slates, I think, the last 2 years.
For sure. But, I mean, did you mention Utah, BYU? Like, they used to do it at the end of the season, rivalry week.
Yeah.
And even when they weren't in the same conference. And, I'd like that. Although it is fun to have that game early in the season to, look forward to.
Right.
It's just so... We're so used to it. It feels so right to be playing them late in the season.
Yep. Well, we'll wait and see. I'm sure the Big 12, really, the ACC is the big player in this. Does that conference stay together or not? But the Big 12 will have changes inevitably soon. Let's take our next break. Shout out to our friends over at Toyota. Man, if you're just coming out here to Colorado, you got to be in a Toyota to experience all of the beauty on the trails, all the mountains, and just, to get around from Denver to Boulder, all that stuff. While you're out here, Toyota also offers 17 models with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, like the Epic 4Runner, trucks as well. I mean, the Tacoma is just a classic Toyota vehicle, and they have 16 different hybrid vehicles to choose from as well. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, and Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Game Time.
Game Time.
I've actually been on Game Time a couple times today because got a Chris Stapleton concert here in Denver tonight.
Okay.
And I've seen him here once before, and he absolutely rips. But Allie's out of town, and that's kind of concerts are kind of our thing. So it'd be weird to not go with her.
Have you ever gone to one by yourself?
No.
It's kind of fun.
God, I could not imagine myself doing that.
It'd probably be different for a country show, but
yeah, I just can't imagine it. Anyways, I was checking it out though. Maybe, And if you're going to go to the game next week and you don't already have a ticket, you got to check out Game Time. So shout out to Game Time. I deleted all of the other apps off of my phone. Like, I just don't even go there anymore. They don't have the all-in pricing.
Yep.
They don't have the user experience that's nearly as good as Game Time. It's just not as good. So if you're looking for tickets and you want those last-minute lowest prices, hit up our friends over at Game Time and use the code BUFFS. That's BUFFS for $20 off your first purchase. Create an account, redeem code BUFFS for $20 off. Tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
All right. We will do week 0 picks here in just a minute. But I thought this was interesting. Pete Nakos at On3 published this yesterday, tracking college football's highest paid quarterbacks. Getting an idea of the market.
First and foremost, I don't like that we know this.
It feels very weird.
I don't want to know what any player is making, to be honest. And I already know too much about what the Buffs are making.
Right.
And I don't want to share it because I don't think everyone should know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It does feel like it is like kind of taboo to talk about, but then it's like, well, if we're gonna have a revenue sharing cap, a salary cap, if you will, everyone else in every other sport kind of gets this stuff. It's right out in the open. Like, it's when they sign, you see this type of stuff. So we'll see if that changes moving forward. All right, we know about Bryce Underwood and his massive deal. He's set to earn $3 million this season.
Who is that?
Bryce Underwood.
Oh, I thought it was more.
Well, that's over a 4-year deal.
So it was like 4 years, 12 million or whatever?
At least, I think.
Wow. And he's not going to start?
No, he's going to start.
He is?
He will start, yeah.
I thought you said it was going the other way.
No, because that would... No, okay, so this was a whole confusing thing. Whoever tweeted out the graphic put the copy weird to make it sound like Michigan was announcing their starting quarterback, but it was like San Diego State announcing a Michigan transfer is starting at quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Darian Mensah, the Tulane quarterback who's now playing at Duke. He's set to be one of the highest paid players in college football this season as part of a 2-year, $8 million contract. He's set to make $4 million. Carson Beck.
Damn.
He's in the $3 million range.
By the way, I'd take Mensa over Beck or Underwood.
Yes. Well,
this year.
Bryce, we'll see.
This year.
We'll see.
Bryce Underwood's going to throw like 12 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
If Michigan had Bryce Underwood last year, they'd probably win the Big Ten.
If they had maybe next year's Bryce Underwood last year.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Carson Beck. He has a deal that can get up to $6 million with incentives. So if Miami wins the ACC and makes the college football playoff, that's probably around what Carson Beck is going to make from this season.
So he won't be making $6 million.
We'll see. Dylan Raiola.
Oh my God.
Is a $3 million quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. $3 million to cosplay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. At no point was he good last year.
Nope. Does he get to pay? Does he have to pay Patrick Mahomes royalties for taking his likeness?
For real. I don't know. I see they do these concert venues here. We'll just have Taylor Swift night, but obviously Taylor Swift isn't there.
Right.
They just play her music in the concert venue. It's got to be the same sort of thing. There's got to be a kickback that goes to Mahomes.
You would think. Diego Pavia, I mean, he said he was offered a crazy amount to enter the portal to, kind of stay in conference and join another SEC team, but he's set to make $2 million at Vanderbilt.
This is Pavia?
Pavia.
Damn.
Avery Johnson's also around that range. Lenore Sellers, Josh Hoover are just under $2 million. Brendan Sorsby, 1.5.
Did you see that Avery Johnson was like, yeah, I had to stop driving my lavender Corvette around. It was causing too much attention.
He has no idea.
Yeah. For real, too much attention in Manhattan, Kansas.
Yes, bro.
Also, he's easily the most recognizable person in Manhattan, Kansas, no matter what car he's driving.
Right, 100%. Yeah, all people see is his hair, and they just, that's Avery Johnson right 100%.
there. And he's tall.
Yeah, tall dude with long hair. That's about it. So all those quarterbacks are making more than Garrett Nussmeier, than DJ Lagway, than Julian Sayin at Ohio State, than Nico Iamaliava, who apparently transferred over this, Haynes King as well.
Bro, do you follow Cyclone Larry?
No, but I know him. What did he say?
He's just like the number one
Yes.
Iowa State burner account. He cracks me up, dude. I just want to find what he called. He called Avery Johnson Walmart Anthony Richardson. This dude's just in Dublin right now, just like hammering back Guinnesses and just ripping off tweets.
Bro, did you see the picture of the bar out there in Dublin? How they obviously have to deck it out for the game. So they went and probably literally Googled Iowa State flags and Kansas State flags. So there's this bar.
Oh, they have the state.
They have the state flag of Kansas next to an Iowa State flag.
That's hilarious, dude. I love that shit. Anyways, yeah. Cyclone Larry, low key, is making me want to cheer for Iowa State tomorrow. His tweets have he's been on a heater.
Speaking of that, let's get to picks then. Wow. We are officially here picking football games. I'm about to just start crying or something. This is crazy. First game.
Look at this pick graphic. This feels like
Lord.
I don't know. It feels very legit. I feel like I'm on College Game Day or something.
And I also have Scotty's picks as well. Shout out Scotty. First game.
Twerking, but still working.
He is. First game, man. Farmageddon. Big game for the Big 12. This game, it's the first game of the season. This game is going to have a shockwave effect all the way through December, though. These are two of the best teams in the conference. It is technically Kansas State as the home team and Iowa State as the road team. Iowa State is number 22. Kansas State is 17. The line is Kansas State -3.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going and why?
Well, with all due respect to Cyclone Larry, I just don't think Iowa State's very good.
Okay.
I do think Kansas State's pretty good. So I'm taking Kansas State. I will potentially be rooting for Iowa State, though, because I see them to be less of a threat to win the conference, and thus knocking off Kansas State and getting a dub over them will help.
All right. I'm going to take Iowa State, and honestly, I'm going to bet this one straight up on the money line. I think Iowa State wins this football game. I think they have the better quarterback. I think that defense is going to be something that it could be tough for Avery Johnson. Let me see if these do you remember if these two teams played last year at all?
These two teams?
Yes.
They did, yeah.
Last game, or close to the last game of the season, Iowa State ended up beating K-State 29-21.
Yeah. Thanks to Cyclone Larry, I saw a highlight of Avery Johnson getting basically the safety that Bo Nix got the other day, where he ran backwards through. He got the same one in that game.
Well, it is a weird score, and Iowa State did have 5 fourth quarter points, so that would make sense.
Wow.
In that game, though, she's not good from either quarterback, honestly. Both of them below 50% completion. Apparently, it was a rainy day from what I'm seeing here. Avery did throw 3 touchdowns, though. I just think Rocco Beck's the better quarterback.
So, if Colorado's quarterback room was empty, and you got to draft Big 12 quarterbacks, you would take Rocco over Avery.
I know what I'm getting with Rocco. Yes.
All right.
I think that he has just better command, too. Has played more games, obviously. But also just, I mean, again, man, when we went back and watched them a couple weeks ago, like, I was just impressed by him, how he ran everything.
Okay. I'm excited to watch this. There's been some weird stuff that have happened in the Dublin games the last 2 years. I want to say 2 years ago, stop me if you've heard this before, Nebraska blew a late lead and lost to Northwestern, which was so awesome. And then last year was, of course, the beginning of the end for Florida State. Georgia Tech,
right,
interestingly enough, went in there and beat their asses.
Yep. It's going to be interesting. Scotty's pick, he is taking K-State -3. He says K-State's offensive playmakers and run defense are the difference.
This guy thinks he can put analysis in here?
I asked him, and he said sure. So there's the first game. We actually have 2 Big 12 games. The second one is Fresno State traveling to Kansas. I don't know where this game is being played.
This is week 02?
Yeah, this is the game after.
What time?
I am looking it up right now. This is a 4:30 kickoff on Fox, and it is in David Booth Stadium. So this is the new stadium for the Jayhawks.
Opening.
Yep.
And it is going to be spoiled by E.J. Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, son of Kurt Warner, former quarterback of the Rice Owls. Climbed his way up to Fresno State. Fresno State, one of my soft spot programs.
Just great program to throw on late at night on a Saturday.
Yes, I shouldn't really like them because they've done terrible things to me in my life. But for some reason, I just find myself rooting for them on the weekends. So I'm obviously pulling for Fresno State here. I always think I'm going to back the conference.
It's 13 points, though.
I always think I'm going to back the conference until the games are on, and I'm like, I hope these MFers get their asses kicked.
Right.
So there we go. Give me Fresno with the points. But I might I'll probably hit the money line.
Yeah, look, Jalen Daniels against this defense, I don't even know how many other defenses I'll take him against.
Okay.
And that's what Scotty wrote, too. He's taking Fresno State. All of us are going to be on Fresno State plus 13. Scotty says Jalen Daniels is a lock for 2 turnovers.
Okay.
We actually were picking games earlier on the draft pod today, too. And so Dre got a little info on Fresno State from Justin, our Mountain West CSU guy.
You guys both took Fresno, right?
Yeah. We're taking Fresno, Dion. And Justin said this is going to be a different looking team, but I think their head coach is like an NDSU disciple. So they're going to, you kind of know what that means, right? They're going to be trying to play tough.
Who's this?
Fresno State's head coach.
Oh, okay.
So I just like that, kind of that angle going against Jalen Daniels in this Kansas team. Honestly, Kansas just does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I do really want to pull for Baylor to beat Auburn, though, next week.
Yes, me too.
But that's during our game, so we won't even get to watch it.
Unfortunately. Last one. This is not a conference game, but this is a very interesting game. And this is, is it week 0 if Hawaii's not playing?
No. It actually is a clause that if you play Hawaii in week 0, you get an extra home game.
Yep.
Then you get to play a 13th game.
Yep. So Stanford is the lucky ones, or unlucky ones, I guess, this time of year, depending on how you look at it. The line is 2.5 for the Rainbow Warriors. They have an interesting quarterback coming in here. Shoot, I don't have his name off the top of right now. But so last year, Hawaii was not a good football team. One of the worst offensive football teams in the country. But this guy, Micah Alejado, comes in, played in 2 games. The one game that he played, the entire football game, was against New Mexico, and that was Hawaii's best offensive output of the season. And that was the last regular season game last year for the Rainbow Warriors. They should be better on offense. Stanford is just... Frank Reich's their head coach. Andrew Luck's the GM. But they lost David Bailey to Texas Tech. That's their best defensive player. Bear Bachmeier is starting at BYU now. Yep. He was going to be their quarterback. They just lost so much after that went down in March.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Rainbow Warriors.
Buffs fans know all too well about going to the island to start the season. It's a death sentence. I think that I want to say that Hawaii has covered 8 straight season openers on the island. Yep. So give me the Rainbow Warriors.
Yep, I saw that earlier today as well. Scotty, though, is going to be solo. He's taking Stanford plus 2.5. He says Frank Reich has the Cardinal ready to play on the island.
No, he doesn't.
It's one of the hardest things to do in college football.
It really is.
So that's it. We're only going to pick 3 games, but there are a couple more.
I almost think if you go out to Hawaii, it feels like you're at a bowl game or something.
Right, yeah.
And it's oh, this is cool. And there's they're giving you lays as you walk into the hotel, and it's just not. I think it might be hard to get a 19-year-old kid to think this is a business trip in Hawaii.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden, we got to play our first football game of the year.
Yeah.
To set the tone.
Yep.
This game is on CBS and Paramount Plus at 5:30, so this will kind of be going on at the same time as that K-State Fresno game. There are 5 total games. There's a 2 o'clock game between Idaho State and UNLV, and then there's a 5 o'clock game between Sam Houston and Western Kentucky. That game's on CBS Sports Network.
Sick.
With that, though, there are games starting on Thursday next week for week 1.
Ooh.
We have Boise State playing South Florida then. UCF plays Jacksonville State. That'll be an interesting one. Charles Kelly's Jacksonville State. Are they the Gamecocks as well? Their mascot?
Possibly.
Delaware plays Delaware State, Deshaun Jackson's team, at 5 o'clock on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, we want to watch that. That's a scouting trip.
Definitely. Houston plays that night. Nebraska plays Cincy that night as well.
Oh, they do. We got a hate watch?
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then, of course, 1 week from today, Georgia Tech and Colorado will kick off at 6. There's that Baylor game as well that night. Kansas will play their second game of the season against Wagner that evening as well.
Wagner Seahawks.
And then, shoot, man, we get through Friday and we have our first full college football Saturday of the season.
We made it.
Freaking made it, man.
I hate that all the sports are happening at the same time tomorrow.
That is rough for you, huh?
So obviously you've got Kansas State, Iowa State. That's like up there for me. I would have locked in on that from start to finish. But you also have Leeds Arsenal, which obviously matters for me.
Yep.
And a lot of people in Denver, because Arsenal probably the most popular Premier League team in Denver because they're owned by the Cronkies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Broncos playing their last preseason game, which I hate the preseason so much.
Me too, bro.
Abolish the preseason.
But we're going to be hanging out here at the bar, having a good time. So, this is the last show of the offseason. Last year, we did a full offseason recap. We obviously didn't do that this year, but just looking back, any favorite moments of the offseason? Obviously, Super Bowl for us. Shrine was awesome for me and RG. Spring I thought went really well for us as well.
I honestly think Big 12 Media Days this year was my favorite. We had some really cool interviews. We obviously got to talk to Rick George, both quarterbacks, Jordan Seaton. That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a fun one too. That was the first time really too that it was kind of new era of the new era of Colorado, right?
Totally.
Obviously, Caden, Julian, but kind of just seeing Jordan as a true leader, for the first time representing the team as well. We got to talk about this. The fact that Coach Prime went through what he went through health-wise, though, and that just went it was quiet for so long. No one leaked that or anything, and the fact that Coach is just fine. By the way, shout out to him. He announces his deal with Depend today and all that too. Trying to eliminate that stigma. Coach is just such a hero, man. He's awesome.
He really is. He really just so comfortable in his own skin, something we can always all learn from. I can't believe it never got out.
Me too.
Impressive by all involved because a lot of people knew.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Again, I said it yesterday. The fact that Deion Sanders, since the last time we saw him coaching on the field, got cancer and beat it.
Yeah.
Before we even knew.
Insane, man.
So shout out to him.
It was a quieter offseason. A lot less drama, obviously, than the last 2 years.
Under 3 hit pieces. I don't even know. Was there one?
There was one early on that was, I can't even remember who wrote it, honestly. But, it was different this year.
Couldn't even get 1 day of content out of Athlon.
No, we didn't.
Crazy.
I know. But anonymous Big 12 coach had a great summer, right?
Yeah, it's true. He ran that mouth.
He did. He did. But yeah, man, it was a good offseason, I thought. And it should be fun. All right, guys, let's go to the Toyota chat and get to your questions. We got a ton of time today, so hit us up.
Let's do it.
King Mars finally caught up. LOL, couple hit points. Why isn't JoJo in any projected starters? And Scotty's in love with K-State. JoJo's going to be first off the field, I think.
I almost want to look at the wide receivers like the defensive line this year. Like, it just doesn't matter all that much. I think JoJo, if there's 4 receivers out there, he would be out there.
Yes.
But Draylon obviously brings a whole, different style to the game. Omarion is a superstar.
Yep.
And Sincere Brown is a freak.
Exactly. It's just how it worked out in terms of the depth chart. Also, I mean, Joseph's a younger player, too. You're going to see him for a long time, at least 2 more years. And just what he said and Coach Phillips said earlier this week, like, it's clear the expectation is big plays out of Joseph Williams, so he will be on the field quite a bit. Absolutely.
Once they get those safeties down in the box, just get JoJo out there, let him go fly over someone.
Bro. Kamada says, can we have a new name for the chat? The herd, the rolling herd, the roamings, the rock pile, the mud, pit buff riders. First off, you are the Toyota chat.
Yeah.
You do have a special name.
I was going to say, your name is the Toyota chat. And until someone wants to write a bigger check.
Yes.
That's the name.
Facts. Jasmine asks, are we concerned that the last insect-based team that came to Folsom was Sac State?
Now, why would you do something like this? Why would you put that in my head? What about... I'm going to have to look into this to make sure that's true. No, we're not concerned, but now I have to think about that, so thank you.
Did the Richmond Spiders ever come to Folsom?
That was my first thought. What are some other ones? Are there any other ones? No. There's anteaters. Insect-based teams. There's got to be another, like, bee team. Sac State's the Hornets.
There's quite a few Hornets.
Delaware State is also Hornets, right?
Yep. According to ChatGPT, it's Georgia State.
They're the Panthers.
Yeah, that's bad. Georgia Tech is what they meant.
Georgia Tech.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes. I think that's it.
All right. Well,
so we need more insect college football teams. Someone do it. The Centipedes. Who's gonna be the Centipedes?
That's crazy.
That'd be a dope logo.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would, bro. Dave asks, missed the open. Was seat going at Sammy Saxon that play Scuffle? Yeah,
yes.
they little just friendly competition. Devin says, what's up, Buff family? I was watching an old episode from this week and couldn't believe Scotty doesn't have us making the playoffs.
What's up?
Leave Scotty alone, man. Kamada says, we already did that one. Yeah, the Toyota chat once again.
All right, super chats.
Tom asked, the game day experience enhancements are solid, but where are we at with Ralphie? The standard is the standard, and the current Ralphie isn't it. #SCO.
Guess we'll see.
We shall see. Erica says, should Trackhawk packages debut at TCU? We can't wait six
Why?
weeks. Yeah.
I feel like there's a crying face after that. Maybe because Dylan.
I think it's a Dylan reference.
We're done with Trackhawk Dylan comps.
True.
I proclaimed that yesterday.
Don Peasy asks, do you think Seaton could make an Orlando Pace type of run this season? He's looking dominant. I'm saying give him the football, bro. Give it to him.
I'm telling you, the throwback screen. Give me the throwback screen to Jordan Seaton.
When is Neely back? We'll
next
get him
Thursday.
We'll have pregame next Thursday, obviously. But we have a bunch of stuff from. I was up there 3 days this week, so we got 3 videos of Neely on the channel.
Facts.
Don Peasy says.
We got that one.
Lionel says, how many of the whiteouts will get to play with the room being dominant? 8 to 11.
I think it'll be 8.
There's a clear top 6, which is the Williams, the Millers, Harge,
Brown,
and Sincere Brown. After that, we kind of talked about this earlier in the week, but we threw Caleb Mathis out there. Shoot, man, I got to pull up the roster now. Obviously,
Jack
the freshman, Hystera. Cam Michael when he gets back, of course. But for this week or for next weekend, It's going to be those 6 guys that you see a lot of.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have more time to talk. Oh, wait, all right. Keep going.
Travis says, I'm smiling today because I watched the 95 number 7 Buffs beat their number 3 Texas A&M Aggies in Boulder. They Big 12 just uploaded that full game on YouTube.
Wow, I know what I'm doing with my Friday night.
Yeah. Troutman, Savoy, Navies, Russell, Roganza, Coy, and my late friend TJ Cunningham, 7 days until kickoff. Hell yeah, Travis. Thank you, bro.
R.I.P.
Don Peasy, one last one. There wasn't a lot of hit pieces this offseason. However, the one that was written created RTM, RK, hashtag legendary.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was our fan, Big 12, or our friend, Big 12 anonymous
coach. Yeah. Because we'll probably talk about this at some point next week, but I'm in the mood right now. Predict the first play of the game.
Ooh. 2-back set. Send DeKalen Taylor in motion to the boundary. Traditional read option with Micah and Caden. First play.
Hand or keep?
He's keeping that thing.
Let's go. Let's go. I mean,
what do you think?
The amount of stress, that's along the same lines of what I was thinking, but I think just to mix it up, I'll say a similar formation that results in a screen.
I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
Motion out track hop?
Maybe it's like they run sprint option right and then throw it back as a screen.
Okay, I try not to talk about this game because I know you guys don't like it. One of my favorite plays in CFB, though, is that split backs, and it's the RPO where you send the guy in motion, and you can either read or pull, but you can also throw the screen like away. Love that play.
It's a great play.
To the left or the right, CU will be going towards the south end zone.
Just like last year?
Yep, the ball will be placed on the 23-yard line after a decent kick return on the east hash. So we'll be throwing it. Motion to the right, we'll be running it left.
Okay. Who scores the first touchdown of the year?
Michael Welsh.
Nice. I'll take Omarion.
Oh, that would feed families.
I know.
Like the Travis one last year, if that's Omarion,
yes.
Folsom's going crazy.
Oh, and that's like Omarion's signature play right there. The comeback that he just absolutely cooks you on coming out of the break.
And then somehow just turns around and runs full speed and no one's able to catch him.
What else do I have? For who gets the first turnover of the year?
Carter Stoutmeyer.
Let's go. Turn me up.
It's agenda season.
I'll take DJ since we're going
Hell
for
yeah.
agendas.
Let's go, man. Salt for picks for first touchdown. I mean, that would go crazy too, man. How many runs do you think on the first drive? Like, what's the pass run split, that first drive?
First touchdown drive?
Yes.
Which we assume to be the
first drive of the season, of course, yeah.
I'm going to say 7 runs, 3 passes.
Oh, my Lord. Please. We need it.
That's because the 3 passes are big chunks.
Yeah. Alrighty, man. Shoot. That's it. That is the 2025 offseason.
See you never.
Facts. Media is moved up a day next week, so I'm pretty sure we get coordinators Monday, Coach Prime Tuesday.
Can't wait.
Obviously, pregame Thursday, postgame Friday. I mean, shoot, man.
We're so back.
We're so back. We're headed to overtime. If you want to finish watching the show, head on over to thednvr.com. But that's about it, really, man.
Tomorrow's going to be a good day. This weekend's going to go by quick, and then we're not even, we don't even have to go through a full week. We have 4 weekdays before we get to game day.
Yep.
And I get to play golf that morning.
Hell yeah.
DNVR Scramble, Big Brothers, Big Sisters. If you aren't signed up already, you're already taking the day off. Why not get some golfing in the morning?
Exactly. Oh, man. We're getting, the DMs from people coming into town and stuff. Sheesh.
Yes. We will go 3:30 next week?
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
Until we'll figure out pregame, and then postgame's obviously a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's get it. Enjoy the weekend, chat. Enjoy the football. We'll be back with y'all on Monday. Tons of content coming for y'all next week. Stay tuned. Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.